Hey, what's going on, friends? I'm Buck. All right, so this is the video that I was promising you um last time, or was it yesterday? I guess I did it yesterday. So this is kind of a little bit more to get us up to date. There's a lot of information, a lot of stuff. We're gonna watch two shorter videos. One's like 17 minutes. I think the other one's 20 something minutes. Both these are on Ben's channel, so you just go down there to Reckless Ben, and you can go to his channel to find all of these videos so far. If you take a look, it's over. It's there, over that way. There you go. If you take a look at the bottom of the screen, when I do these kind of reaction videos, I always make sure to leave the title of the video there, and also what channel that I've gotten the video from. So that way, if you ever want to check it out for yourself, the information you need is right there. So just feel free to go check out this. Just a little bit of business. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't like the video. It's totally okay. I'm totally all right with it. What it's doing is it's allowing me to see whether or not you like my content. Because a lot of people are not wanting to leave a comment in the comment section. It's a little kind of a bit of a hassle, I think, but that's okay. And feel free to do that. All right, let's get into this video. This is Ben, and this is his response to the police. So the police, the it was like it was the sheriff, I think, or some whatever. The police made a video, like, announcement, basically to inform everyone what's going on, and you will see bits and pieces like this. You'll see bits and pieces of it in there. I would play the whole thing, but that guy is so quiet and so hard to hear. It's easier just to let Ben, he already put the video together, so it's easier to let Ben just do it for us. So let's get into this.
The American Fork Police Department has responded to the video I made about them.
I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department. I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community.
The original audio for this is horrible. I already said that. This actually I can hear.
Regarding some videos currently circulating on social media.
So now I will offer a response to their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first. One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos when this wasn't a mystery to the police officers and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos, that Josh stole the Legos.
He basically stole a $200,000 collection of Star Wars Legos.
But still, why did they raid my house for stealing the Legos?
That's what we want to know.
There's
we want to know why.
An overwhelming amount of evidence that Josh stole the Legos. When I requested the body cam footage of this to try to find the answers myself, they redacted everything, and they claimed it was to protect the victims. However,
clearly we know that's not true.
As we were getting swatted, and we caught the entire conversation on camera.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
For 3 months, the police department's answer has been, this redaction is important because it protects Josh, the victim of this case. However, we can clearly see that the police are looking for Legos and they saw no Legos. And they redacted this because they were embarrassed that they made such a stupid decision to swat the wrong person. They were so embarrassed of swatting my house for stealing the Legos that in all of the police reports, it is completely redacted. The police department wants this information hidden so bad that they're willing to break the law to hide this from everyone. The only reason I know about it is because the receipt I got the night I was released from jail and my friend's GoPro that was recording. So even though I've been asking them for 3 months why I got swatted, they finally came up with an answer, which is the Airbnb host told them that I stole the Legos.
During contact with the Airbnb owner, the owner reported overhearing conversations about possible stolen Legos. Specifically, officers wrote in the search warrant affidavit, the homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys.
a grain of salt, y'all. These officers lie so much in this video, and they're caught lying. Obviously, they were talking about Legos and stolen Legos. That was the whole purpose of them being there. Duh.
Taken. Based on that information, officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. 4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin reviewed and approved the search warrant.
I always like giving people
But on a separate note,
the benefit of the doubt.
take a look here at Ben's sign. Isn't that pretty awesome? He went out of his way to put that together. That's pretty cool.
And I will take the police officer's word on this, but something fishy is going on here, and everything can just be cleared up if you unredact the audio and let everyone see the truth. Also, after we got raided and the police officers found no Legos,
Right.
all of this footage has been redacted too. And my guess is if the police unredact this footage, we will find out the answers once and for all. While we were getting swatted, one of the police officers decided to injure me for absolutely no reason. He claims
Right.
it's because I was trying to make a fast movement.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But when we replay the footage, you can clearly see I was not making any fast movements.
No, barely moving at all.
However, the police department has an answer to this.
During Snyder's detention, Lieutenant Adamson took hold of Snyder's right arm. Lieutenant Adamson later reported that he felt Snyder tense his arm, at which point Adamson
Hello, I'm sorry. First off, he grabbed him by the wrist and yanked. And then when he went to put his hand on his shoulder, hello, anyone and everyone's going to tense. But even then, like, what? Like, come on.
moved Snyder's right arm behind his back to place him into custody.
The police department has made it clear
Gonna tense.
I did not, in fact, make any quick movements like the police officer claims I did. So the police officer was
It's
lying,
gonna be a natural
but not
response
fully,
to tense up.
because I did tense my arm. However, he lunges at me extremely fast before he even touches me. So how could he even know that I was tensing my arm before he even grabs me? That doesn't make any sense. There's only one solution. This police officer has psychic powers. And he
Ooh.
could tell that my arm was tensing
Wait,
up
does
before
he?
grabbing me. However, this makes no
Where
sense.
do I get psychic
because if
powers?
the police officer did truly have psychic powers, he would have known that we were not the thieves. Josh and Brandon were the thieves.
That's
so
true.
This can't be the case either. I'm trying
Yeah.
to have an open mind with these different
a fake.
possibilities of what this could be, but literally the only outcome left is that this police officer injured me for no reason. However, the police have another response to this of why I'm
No reason.
lying.
In the X-ray image displayed by Mr. Snyder in that video, a small L is visible in the upper right-hand corner.
We covered
of the
this.
X-ray. The L indicates the image is that of the
We covered this. Remember the last video I told you about the L on that x-ray? It's stock footage. Obviously, he did not go to the hospital. Didn't have a choice. Wait, he's going to be in jail. How's he going to go to the hospital? Come on. Stock footage. Hello.
left shoulder. The video shows Lieutenant Adamson handling Snyder's right arm during the arrest.
Yes, the stock footage I used to show what a dislocated shoulder is, an image that's clearly not mine because I didn't go to the hospital, I went to jail. So how could I have taken this picture? But anyways, the stock image I used is of a left shoulder when my shoulder that got injured was my right shoulder. When I was editing this, I like to think highly of my audience that they would have known that this
It would have been actually kind of funny if he would have did some doctoring to that stock footage and taken the L out and just because it's black right there and just made it black. That would have been kind of funny to see what their reaction would have been, if any, at that point. I mean, they're really grasping at straws here.
was a stock image and I wouldn't have to spoon feed every tiny detail. to
You're
my
going to
audience.
have to spoon
But
feed
now
it
I
to us
realize
now.
that there's
Yeah.
another portion of my audience called the American Fork Police Department that maybe I do have to spoon feed my
Huh.
and every single piece of information too. So I'm going to use this as constructive criticism, and
Way to go,
in
Ben.
every single episode going forward now,
Yes.
now that I know that the American Fork Police Department's watching,
Absolutely.
I'll be forced to spoon feed every single detail.
Yeah.
As a professional slackliner, dislocating my shoulder is almost a monthly thing for me.
The whole weight of my arm is just on this bone.
Ooh.
3 days before I got arrested, I had a really bad ski
Oh, I was not prepared for that. Ooh. This happens to this guy a lot. This happens to him a lot. Yeah. Got it.
accident where I had a really bad dislocation of my shoulder, and
That looked
any
bad.
movement at all would have dislocated it. So I will say here, I don't think that the police officer was purposely trying to injure me. I think to a normal person, this would have been fine. But
Yeah,
for me
probably.
in particular, this was not good.
A medical
but It was
condition.
still unjustified, and the police officer was just making up an excuse.
I've had this same sort of situation, probably almost 25 years ago now. Me and a roommate of mine coming home from the hospital. She had cancer, and she just had surgery done on her hip. And coming home from the hospital and at 3 o'clock in the morning, because, well, we got released at like 7 something or whatever, but we went out to dinner and then we hung out with some friends, and then coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 female officers decided to pull us over in 2 separate squad cars. And of course, my roommate, she was pretty drugged up. I was driving. They decided to, even though they saw a wheelchair in the back seat, decided to rip her out of the car and put her in handcuffs. And she clearly couldn't stand up. They literally dragged her, yelling and screaming at her, to the back of one of the squad cars. And because they put her in cuffs, they put me in cuffs, and I did nothing wrong. That's very cool. Anyways, it's not about me. It's about Ben.
And now they're making up an excuse to defend it.
It
Another thing I
happens.
find shocking is
Unfortunately.
the chief of police, even after reviewing the dash cam footage, says that we ran a stop sign.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop
No,
before
he
the
didn't.
stop line at a stop sign.
We've all seen the video now.
And failing to stop
He stopped.
completely at that stop sign.
The chief of police looked at this video and said, we ran a stop sign.
Mm.
And now
Okay, hold on. I want to back up. So that sign that was on his desk, I think it's fake. I think it was just a picture he created. I think I just saw. Where did I see it? I just saw it. Wait a second. This is so weird. It was there 1 second. Oh, I shouldn't be wasting time. It was there 1 second and gone the next. I see now I'm losing my mind here. I could have sworn I saw it. Okay, anyways, I'm wasting time. I saw something. I
even
may not have
after
seen.
reviewing the dash cam footage, says that we ran a stop sign.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign and failing to stop completely at that stop sign.
The chief of police
Ah, there it is. There's no sign on the desk. Either it came down or it wasn't real. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It's a cool sign.
looked at this video and said, we
He
ran a
stopped.
stop sign.
No, didn't run it. He stopped. Yeah.
And now he's using that to
Ridiculous.
say, this was a legal traffic stop. The police officers did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we thought the best thing to do was to take Josh to court so he can be legally accountable for the crimes he committed. However, to do that, we are first required to serve him court papers. So we did what the law told us to do. I got a process server and we went to his house to do
Right.
this the legal way. However, Josh did not want to do this the legal way and instead called the police on us.
Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he
Okay.
was going to shoot someone
Now it
as
says.
a result
yeah.
of the ongoing harassment. Multiple officers immediately responded to the area.
It's
Josh
fake.
was
It's
so
not a real
scared of
sign.
going to
But it's
court
cool.
that he would rather shoot us than accept these court papers. Josh's logic here
That's
is
cool.
that if he can murder the process server and if he can murder me, then he can get away with his crimes because there'll be no one to sue him in court. However, sadly for Josh, murder is illegal. And now he just
It
admitted
is.
his plans to the police officers. The American Fork Police should at least be arresting Josh for trying to use murder as a way to get out of court. But sadly, for some reason, they arrested me instead.
Am I being arrested? Really?
Something about this seems off. And
Interesting.
all of the answers are in the body cam footage. However, they redacted all the body cam footage. So this is where I think if we all come together as a community,
We should.
and somehow convince
Absolutely,
the
we
American
should.
Fork Police Department to unredact this footage so we can find out why they arrested me and not the guy who threatened to murder me. However,
this'll
the American
play
Fork
out in
Police
court,
does not want to
for sure.
unredact the footage right now, and now have made up a new excuse of why I was the one justified being arrested.
Right.
Officer Sumbot contacted the Marion County Circuit Court in Oregon to verify the legitimacy of the paperwork. The court confirmed that the case was indeed legitimate, but that papers had already been served and no hearing date had yet been scheduled.
The police department said the reason they arrested me and not Josh this day is because they called to confirm if this was a real court case.
Nope.
And they said it was real. However, the papers have already been served.
That's a
And what
twist.
I'm doing
That is a twist of information, is what the police are doing right there. Twisting the information. Take a look at the dates. Take a look at the dates. When was he served? When was it that they asked if it were real or not? And look at the dates. They're twisting the information and they're feeding it to you incorrectly to support their narrative.
this solely to get YouTube content. And if that's true, I would like to see footage of it. They released all the raw footage, and that part doesn't seem to be in the raw footage.
That's already been to court, or are you allowed to tell me kind of where they're at with the case?
There is no hearing date set, and there hasn't been a hearing in the case yet. All I see is the claim that was filed. I don't see proof of service or anything. A hearing wouldn't be set until a response is filed.
So you can see here how the screen, part of it's black, it's been redacted. I have a feeling what they're redacting here is the timestamp on the video at the top of the screen. I think that's what they're currently redacting, so that they can go on with this narrative. I think that's what's being redacted. Normally it'd be because of his laptop or some information out or something like that, probably, but yeah, I think that's what they're doing here.
By defendant.
Okay, so the defendant needs to be served with papers before the case will, I guess, start.
Ben told you that.
Yes.
Okay.
He told you
thank
that.
for your help.
And yet,
That's all.
now, the police officer took the papers to Josh before this phone call happened. So, yeah, the cop should have found out about the paperwork and then gone to Josh, but instead he, protected Josh.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
Right here, the police officer admits that it is March 10th.
On March 10th, 2026,
However, you can see here that Josh doesn't get served until 3 days later,
Right.
March 13th. So how could Josh have already been served on March 10th if he didn't get served until March 13th? Unless
time
Josh
traveler.
is a time traveler.
Yep, sure
There's
is.
only one way to clear this all up. American Fork Police Department, show me the time
Yeah,
machine.
I want to see it.
So now
Show me.
they say that I have done all the check marks, which
They're probably friends with Doctor Who or Rose Tyler. I'm sure that's it.
constitute stalking.
I'm sure.
Let's go through them.
individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual.
So yes, I did do an action that was targeted at a specific individual, but that's what's required by the court
Right.
if I want to take someone to court. If someone steals your stuff and you go through the legal process to take them to court, it is not considered stalking. I have a right as an American to sue him.
You
Is
do?
reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another.
The second check mark is that if a reasonable person would be scared. The police are claiming that since this action
Yeah,
made
but Josh is
scared,
not a reasonable
this check
person.
mark is complete. However,
He's
they've
not
completely
reasonable.
forgotten about the term reasonable. As we can see, Josh is not a reasonable person.
Right.
This is someone who multiple times has tried to silence someone by accusing them of being on heroin.
Or threatening him.
Here's the crazy thing. They told me that they took over that location because the owners were using the location to fund their heroin addiction.
What?
Yeah, and that's
Whoa.
how they took it over, and saying they had like a pigeon in there.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. I want to re-listen to this.
Silence someone by accusing them of being on heroin.
Here's the crazy thing. They told me that they took over that location because the owners were using the location to fund their heroin addiction.
What?
Yeah, and that's how they took it over, and saying they had like a pigeon in there that was crapping all over the Legos, and it smelled bad, all this stuff.
This is someone who threatened to murder me just for trying to serve him papers. This is not a reasonable person. It is not reasonable to threaten to murder someone just for serving papers. A reasonable person would accept the papers.
Right.
So that second checkbox does not meet the requirements. I even tried explaining this to one of the police officers early on.
What the law says is if the average person would feel unsafe by our behaviors. So I think he's feeling unreasonably unsafe. A reasonable person would not feel unsafe in this situation. Well, I could say the same thing. I feel unsafe trying to conduct business with him, and he calls the police on me to hide. I feel unsafe because of that. Because we had a 3-hour search in our car. He said we had heroin in our car yesterday. We had a 3-hour search in our car. That makes me feel unsafe. I think that's reasonable for me to feel unsafe. It's not reasonable for him to feel unsafe.
So Josh is
Valid
actually
point.
the one who said he was going to murder me if I take him to court.
He did.
But now, I'm the one that's being looked into for threatening to murder Josh. How does this make any sense?
Mr. Johnson alleged that Mansell had hired Benjamin Snyder to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the manager of the store.
Now, let's go to the heroin claim. We got pulled over by the police, and they claimed that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are substances in the vehicle.
Most of this footage is redacted, so again, there's a big mystery of what happened. Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth? However, what the police is claiming now is that they did not get a call saying that we had heroin on us.
Thank you.
Instead, they could just tell from the second we pulled over that our eyes were glossy.
During the interaction, Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glossy and expressed concern regarding possible impairment.
If we look back on the raw footage, this is what the police officer said his first interaction with us was like.
Good with these guys being able to drive?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see anything clear as day with Tyler that I noticed.
What's the goal of...
Right now? Yeah, I was gonna scare him a little bit and let him go is all I really was.
Thank you.
Do we have charges, or are we just tired of them being annoying?
Oh, it seems hard to take what the
I think
chief
we're
of police
tired
is
of them
saying
being
seriously,
annoying.
because so far almost
Figure that
everything
out.
he said is a lie. So the only way we can actually find out the truth is if we unredact everything. We already know the victim's name is Joshua Johnson. Why do we
Right.
have to keep that protected? His name is already out there. None of these redactions are protecting anything except for the police.
Right.
And now I want to acknowledge my friend Sheldon's arrest.
The group stated they were supporting a GoFundMe campaign
This is
for
ridiculous.
a dying man. One of the individuals later identified as Sheldon Norcross. Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to
Which he
preserve
didn't
potential
have.
evidence and prevent the
He
deletion
didn't have.
or alteration of any data. According to Officer Richardson's report, when Norcross was informed that the phone was going to be seized, Norcross immediately began manipulating the device.
The police officer claims that Sheldon was arrested because he opened his phone to start deleting evidence. However, we can clearly see in the footage Sheldon's thumb is heading towards that lock button to
Right.
lock his phone. His phone was open when he pulled it out, and the phone was transitioning from on to off, not from off to on. From this response, it almost seems
Right.
like the police officers didn't even watch the video. So American Fork Police Department,
They're doing a
if
great
I'm your
job.
teacher, here's your homework.
They're doing a
First
great
off,
job.
learn the facts of what actually happened. Second off, stop lying about the facts. No one's believing it. The
Right.
third thing is unredact the audio that makes the police look
That
bad.
one is a big one.
Some of the best lawyers in the United States are reaching out to me right now, so eventually this is going to get released.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't you just like to get this over with sooner rather than dragging this
Yeah.
out?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that lawyers are not all over this case. This case is, from the evidence that we've seen so far, is already open and closed for the most part. It's not that crazy. The store owners, the new store owners, are not necessarily responsible either, I don't think, for the Legos. I think it falls on corporate. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
The more we drag this out, the more content we get, so this only benefits me
Yeah.
to drag this out.
I'm down with the
It doesn't
content.
benefit you. If you unredact the illegally redacted parts now, you'll win over audience support much faster. It's kind of funny because a lot of you guys probably think I'm like trying to like make fun of this other cop by how he was talking.
Brother, you mind turning up the volume? Holy, it's actual ASMR.
Go ahead.
Wow. I cannot
Yeah.
really hear him.
No, seriously, it was so incredibly quiet. I watched the video on its own before it was ever doctored or touched. It was insane and so annoying. Oh my gosh.
Why is he whispering?
No, I'm actually just like super sick right now. I haven't been sleeping because I'm trying to get out part 3 as fast as I can. And that's caused me just to like stay up all night, every night, and not sleep. And
Go
now
down,
I'm
baby.
sick and have no voice. But yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know why that police officer was talking with such a low, quiet voice, but that's why I am, at least. I wasn't making fun of him. I literally am just genuinely sick. But if you
Stop,
want to see
please.
part 3, subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/recklessben. Part 3 will be up there very soon. Part 2, I'm only dealing with misdemeanors, but part 3 is when they start accusing me of felonies, so it gets insane. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to crank out videos in the meantime until part 3 is done.
Yep.
But thanks for all the support, and
So-
let's find Brian's Legos.
So, unfortunately, part 3 is not on YouTube. So not that I'm aware, I don't think it's on YouTube, so I don't have access to it. I'm not on Patreon. So I don't know if it's on Patreon. It might be. It might also be, they might have forced him to take it down because there is that gag order in play. This film is, says someone hacked the police department. Not necessarily. There is, I'm not sure the exact name of where this video is from. I think it's Bam Sucks, I think is the channel's name. There is just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of unredacted police videos there. And this just happens to be the best, some of the best ones, but because there's a little bit of clips and stuff in it. This is crazy. Like, these guys are legitimately hiding wrongdoing. This police department is indeed corrupt. Whether or not it's because of the LDS Church or not, I don't have enough evidence for that yet. But there's definitely something going on. It does appear that they are actually creating crimes. They're doing a wrong thing here. Now, we're going to watch this. Just keep in mind that maybe in their own minds, they're not doing something wrong. Most, and I'm not going to say any particular person's name on here, but most people in history that are super evil, killing people and doing horrible things and stuff like that we don't want to go into, most of them think they're in the right. Most of them think that they're doing good works. And so in this situation, Josh is putting on one heck of a performance, I think, and doing a good job at convincing these officers and the police department of his innocence, and that he's just being harassed. But enough of me talking. Let's get into this one. This one is interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage unredacted of my interactions with them. So this is the original footage I got with the redactions in, and this is the new unredacted footage. I'm lining them up, and I'm going to keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
I understand. This ends today. I know. We're talking.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days where I was accused of having heroin on me. But the final 2 days, we were able to see a lot, actually. The footage starts with me going to Josh's house so I can serve him his legal court papers. Josh knows that if he goes...
Now, I haven't actually seen this particular video before, so I'm quite excited to see what's going to come out of this one. We're going to watch this together for the first time.
to court with me, he's going to lose. So instead, a much easier option is he calls the police on me to prevent me from serving him.
His name is Ben Schneider. He's stalking my house. Will you come to my house, please, and come get them? I'm not going to have stalkers.
Are they there right now?
They're on the side of the house.
One of the dispatchers made a note here saying that you were going to shoot someone.
I'm done with this. Officer, can you please help me and my family and make this stop?
Yeah.
I'm done with this. He answers by saying, I'm done with this, officer. So he doesn't say that's what he said, but yet he says that's what... He's confirming that's what he said, because he didn't deny it. Why is it Josh in handcuffs? Because he's basically threatening Ben's life at this point.
Absolutely.
She had a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell. A year and a half, almost 2 years, she had this consignment deal with him and she never paid him.
So right away, Josh is lying to the police.
Yeah.
Which we can easily verify with all of the metadata timestamped pictures that show that the Lego sets were in the store when Josh took it over.
He's hired this YouTuber. His name is Ben Schneider. He's Reckless Ben. They sent people in saying they're going to murder our manager. I'm done.
What are you guys doing here?
So
people are saying that, okay, but Ben's not saying that. Ben's never said, at least on film, Ben's not said that. These allegations, I want to see evidence. I want to see proof that Ben or one of Ben's team members have said this.
We are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
She is a process server, and she's trying to serve you papers.
She's not a process server.
Okay.
Get the papers.
Have
fake
you
papers. They're fake.
And he says this over and over again. Yep. He says over and over and over again, they're fake, they're fake, they're fake, they're fake. Where's his evidence that they're fake papers? He does. Where is it? Where's his evidence that they're fake? And obviously, after the end, or towards the end of this, which we saw in the last video, clearly they're not fake.
Okay, if I bring those over to you?
Absolutely. Okay. They're fake.
Can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve them with?
Yes. I wish we could just send them an email. I wish we could just send them a phone call. Or
send
to them, but this is what we're required to do from the United States.
New info here.
We're just following the instructions of the government. He thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it, but we're showing him, like, we're not going to let him get away with his crime, so.
Okay. You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hang tight. Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just get
Have
her?
you looked at the papers? I've talked to the Kaiser Police Department. There's nothing filed. So no, I'm not accepting service from him.
Okay.
Absolutely not. It's fake.
Okay.
It's not real.
That's completely fine. You have that right?
Yeah.
Literally, all this police officer has to do is be like, you are served. And then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like,
wow.
This whole thing could be solved.
Boom, boom. Whoa, this one is... There's a lot of info here. Oh, gee. Okay, we got this. This is crazy. This is like second level. Wow.
In literally 3 seconds. Like, here, I'll time it. You've been served.
Couldn't have walked around me.
Yeah, like, literally one and a
dog
half
just
seconds,
walked right in
and
front
this
of
could
me.
be solved. This could literally be solved in 1.5 seconds. And this police officer is just purposely choosing to make this way more complicated than it has to be.
He is. He's clearly choosing to protect Josh.
What are you wanting done today? Besides, obviously, talk to...
As much as you humanly possibly can.
I can screen charges. I'm open to screening charges to the other attorney.
Yeah. Instead of serving these court papers like the police officer promised me he would,
He's supposed to.
This officer would rather screen all possible charges for me to see what random stuff they can make up about me.
Right. The corruption is so deep.
Since you do not want this.
Can I just peek at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
It kind of puts me in a little bit of a bind.
It's fake. There's no lawsuit in it.
Okay. So anyway,
Why won't he just give it to him? He wants to see it.
Because here's the thing. Like, think about this logically. Do you think a process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing a YouTuber to serve papers in Utah?
Josh knows that if he gets served these papers, it's going to be really bad for him. And at this point, it seems like he's willing to make up any story he can to get us arrested before he gets served these papers.
They sent a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm going to murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
And now, Josh has just committed a felony. Lying to the police officers about a false threat I made to get me arrested is super duper illegal.
He called the store 1 billion times, threatened the employees.
Lied.
He does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay. I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna erase your deck.
Okay, see ya.
Wow.
Yeah, process server's really gonna ride with the YouTuber. I mean, how stupid does he think I am?
Why not? He's just a regular person. He just happens to have a camera that he walks around with. Hello? He's just a person. He can't serve you. He has to have a process server to serve you. Hello? This is ridiculous. This guy. Oh.
They have fake service papers.
Where's his evidence? He keeps saying it over and over again. He keeps saying it. Where's the evidence?
They printed up a fake lawsuit, you know? And I'm like, oh yeah, do you think the process server would really be riding with the YouTube guy to deliver papers to a guy that he's been harassing? I'm like, do you think I'm stupid?
Yeah, you are. Very stupid.
I don't know what to do, man.
You don't want to do.
I just don't know what to do, man. I'm done with these guys.
Okay.
We're ready and willing to arrest these individuals for Utah statutes for cyberbullying and
cyberbullying
because they're using electronic means for
electronic devices.
Communication.
Yeah.
Their stuff.
He's grasping at straws, dude. Well, cyberbullying? No, it's not. Using electronic device. Come on. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's all of the above.
Okay, got it.
But because
it's all the above.
Use, additional tactics
right.
and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot. Can't continue. So somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue to do.
I can't say whether or not he's cute. I'm sorry. Ben could possibly be cute. I can't vouch for that. Just saying.
Now we're just kind of wanting to know what you want done on this.
As much as we humanly possibly can.
As much as we humanly possibly can.
He's going to submit charges with our prosecutors, right? With our city prosecutors.
Crazy.
He's very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake. That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
you can't. It's illegal.
You're telling
in the state of Utah.
You're telling the cop now what the law is. You're telling the cop what the law is. Okay. Oh, this guy is so uneducated. He thinks he's smart and smart. He's got nothing here. This guy is a big R. He thinks he's intelligent, and he's not. This is crazy. Oh my god, this is so good. I love this. I'm so enjoying this right now.
To be a process server, all you have to do is be over the age of 18 years old. You got to be not affiliated with the case, and you can't be an attorney. And this girl meets all three. She is over 18 years old. I literally met her like 10 minutes before we showed up here, and she's not an attorney. So legally, in the state of Utah, this woman is a process server. And I already explained this to the police.
So anyone can be a process server. You have to be 18 years old, and you have to be not affiliated with the case. So she is not affiliated with the case. She's over 18 years old. That qualifies as a process server.
Okay. Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, she's
not.
Relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is. The exact person that you're describing.
That's fake. It is a lie. Impersonating a process server.
So for this girl to be impersonating a process server in the state of Utah, she must either be under 18, which the cops took her ID and verified she's not under 18.
Do you have an ID or anything like that on you?
She has to be related to this case, which Josh says he's never seen her before, so she can't be related to this case. Josh has verified that. And so the only option left is Josh must assume that she's an attorney. But if Josh has never heard of her before, how does he know she's an attorney?
Right.
And spoiler, she's
Valid
not
point.
an attorney. But
Valid point.
So I don't know what Josh means when he says she's pretending to be a process server, because it seems like he's verified that she meets all the requirements to be a process server. So basically what Josh is saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she meets these requirements, she still doesn't meet these requirements.
Right.
You're making no sense, Josh.
Impersonating an officer of the court, that carries some, it's pretty significant, you know, like...
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't. That's got to be illegal.
And that's, like I say, he's getting combining charges.
It's a Class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right now,
I want her arrested
She's
for
not.
impersonating a process server.
So right now,
I can't just go and pretend. I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process serve people. That's illegal.
so these papers that you print.
Why does he keep telling the cop that?
1 billion, trillion, gazillion %.
Again, this is
Oh.
Ammon. I'm with the corporate office.
This is the CEO.
Oh, hi.
So what's happened is we had a former franchisee. Mr. Schneider is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story, and then
He's
went to this
just
guy
a
and said,
YouTuber.
"Hey, if I can harass these guys, and if I can do some stuff and get some money out of them, will you pay me some of that money?" And that's what they're trying to.
Where's the evidence of this claim? Where's the evidence? I want to see evidence. Where's the evidence that he is being paid by Brian to do this? Where? You can't come out and just say stuff if he doesn't have the evidence or the intel on this. And he's clearly lying. He's saying that he is because he doesn't have the evidence. Where's the proof? Show us the proof, Brian. Show us the proof. You show us. I'd like to see it.
Do is the individual who actually owes the money left the United States.
I don't think his name's Brian.
Amen has just committed obstruction.
May not be
by lying to
Brian.
the police officer.
It sounds
He
good.
created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her.
Gaylord? I don't know what his name is.
I didn't
It's
sign no agreement. I'm not beholden
Ethan,
to
Nate.
somebody else's stupid agreement. I like how he can just lie to you guys. Just straight face.
That's what you're doing, dude. That's what you're doing. With, well, I wouldn't say it's a straight face. It's kind of an ugly one. Personal opinion.
Give me $200,000.
I'll check with the court, see if it's a
That is
valid
ugly.
civil case that he's trying to push through, and we'll go about it that way, okay?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay,
Wow.
thank you for your help. That's all for today. Thank you.
And after this phone call, I guess the police officers turned off the microphone on their body cam because I guess they really didn't want literally anyone to hear this, even if someone gets a hold of the unredacted stuff. Not even we now can get it to hear what these police officers are saying.
Mm.
But anyways, the police officer ends up going back to talk to Josh.
They're screening some charges, okay? Yeah. But we're just kind of working through. It looks like this is a real case. It just hasn't gone to court, okay?
It's a real case. Who's it against?
Against you, him versus you.
Ben Schneider?
Mm-hmm.
What an idiot.
So.
He's just racking up the charges, and we're working together.
So basically the consensus is we were all wrong here. However, let's just arrest Ben anyways.
Like, letting them go can't be an option here, guys. Like, there's got to be something for cyber stalking, bullying, like all of the different things. Like, there's got to be something to arrest them and send a message that this is not appropriate, this is not okay.
Wow.
I'm in agreement with you. Again, that's why we're kind of working.
There's this video that just popped up like 46 minutes ago. Probably about the same time we just started this. We have to watch this afterwards. It looks to me like Bricks and Minifigs just stole the GoFundMe, $650,000. So as soon as this video is over, we'll play that one really quick because whoa.
Through this right now.
Hello. Okay.
Okay. Find you back.
Am I being arrested?
You're under arrest right now.
Really?
Wow. Crazy.
I love you. I love you. Hello, officer.
You do?
I love you.
Look at that ugly face.
Okay, I love you. I love American Police Department.
Wow.
So now let's get to the search warrant, where the cops raid my house because they heard that I was the one that stole the Legos from Brian. So I might have found out an answer of why this cop was so rough with me and threw my arm back. Before we enter the property, the cop warns all the other police officers to make sure we are not filming.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that.
However, when we got raided, I instantly pressed the record button on my phone because I was terrified these police officers were going to do something and try and hide it from the public. But I guess the police officer sees that I'm filming. Once he sees I'm filming, I think
Dakota,
he was
will you
like,
take
as
them out,
punishment
please?
for filming me, I'm going to bend your arm back upwards and injure you.
Can you take
is
them out?
my guess of what happened.
Thank you.
Because afterwards he says this.
The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off. But
the other kid had a GoPro.
Go outside. Go potty.
How many did you get? You got Ben?
We got 5.
Go on.
I know.
Including Ben Schneider?
Yes.
Sweet. That's good.
Next, we got some unredacted footage of me using the bathroom.
Wow. Fancy. Wow. Nice, Ben. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Why would they redact that?
Unredacted footage is we get to see the police's entire.
What the heck, man? Like, where's his privacy? You want to give Josh his privacy by redacting information that shouldn't be redacted, and then you're gonna not redact Ben standing there taking a leak? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh man, I can't wait to see what the lawsuit's gonna look like against this freaking police department. Oh my God!
Building. We get to see their detective board of us. We get to see that they're actually a member of the Church
Crazy.
of Scientology Sucks. All my old school fans will know this, but basically I made a religion called Scientology Sucks, and it legally got approved by the IRS. And
Heck yeah.
Scientology Sucks worships a gold plunger as their
Nice.
God. I even got it tattooed on my wrist right here. It's like a plunger cross on my wrist.
Nice.
I guess the American Fourth Police Department is active members of the Church of Scientology Sucks because they literally put my God on their desk. That's exciting.
Nice.
We have a felony stalking case right now. Felonies. Everyone's facing felonies.
That's pretty serious shit.
It's super serious. I know that you've been told all of, oh, it's a fundraiser. This guy stole $200,000.
Yeah.
If that was the case, that guy would be in jail.
Yeah.
So
No,
let's use, we're going to use critical.
Anyways, we're going to fast forward a bunch. So this is basically a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has non-stop been making fake bomb threats, fake fire threats, fake murder threats, and
Okay. I had suspicion. I had some suspicion about this. I sure did.
So we're gonna use critical.
Anyways, we're gonna fast forward a bunch. So this is basically a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has non-stop been making fake bomb threats, fake fire threats, fake murder threats in my name that I'm going to murder them. The only problem is obviously these are all fake threats. I would never do something like that.
Well,
but the police think that these are real threats. So now the police from Los Angeles, from Utah, they're all working together now
so messed
to
up.
catch me. Here's a
So
phone
messed
call
up.
from just a few days ago of the Los Angeles police calling the Utah police of them scheming of a way to get me arrested.
Los Angeles? Okay.
For all these mystery threats that I've been making.
Paul, we got a complaint from a guy in Provo about this guy Schneider.
Okay.
And so it seems like I talked to the guys in Sandy police too, and then trying to get a hold of Provo police. So it seems like, yeah, Schneider's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Basically, so he called me and he's just like, this guy's crazy. He's like making threats against us, my employees, our business, etc., etc. It seems like this guy might live in LA, or his last known address is in LA. So I guess I'm just trying to track down like what you guys are doing, if anything. I know, like, at least I've been told that there's technically like a couple open cases. This guy's already being charged in Utah by 3 different places. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Any idea where he actually is?
No idea. I know we had asked to hold him until we had further, but I'm guessing they just let him bond out. So.
Okay.
The only problem is I'm in a place the American police have no jurisdiction over, so they're never.
That is so. That is so not good, dude. By fleeing the country, you are committing a felony. So you're not actually in Mexico. You're not. You're in Reno, Nevada, because it looks just like Mexico. In Reno. He's in Reno, you guys. He's in Reno.
Never gonna catch me here. Yeah, no American police in sight. Good luck finding me. You are never gonna find me, police
He's
officers.
in Reno. He's in Reno, guys. He's in Reno. Because being in Mexico would be not okay. He's not in Mexico. He wouldn't go there. All right, I want to play this one. This looks very interesting.
Bricks and Minifigs just got the GoFundMe for Brian Mansell, which was created by Reckless Ben, taken down. Now, if you take a look at this community post that Ben posted a few hours ago, you see he says, they took down Brian's GoFundMe. I wish I could talk about it, but I'll go to jail if I do. So that tells me that Bricks and Minifigs is heavily responsible for the GoFundMe being taken down because he says they took down Brian's GoFundMe, and he says if he talks about it, he'll go to jail. And obviously, as we know,
we saw
Ben can no longer mention Bricks and Minifigs as a company, no longer name them, no longer critique them, all of that, at least until a temporary restraining order is lifted or altered in some way after the case actually starts and the hearing begins. So that being said, we can...
So this video, you can find it at Lego Empire. Yeah, I've never been to this. Apparently I am subscribed. Interesting. Okay.
Pretty safely assume Bricks and Minifigs was heavily involved with the takedown of the GoFundMe. My theory is that because of the temporary restraining order, Bricks and Minifigs possibly sent all of the illegal paperwork and submitted a request to GoFundMe, and GoFundMe actually obliged and listened to the request and took down the whole campaign. Now, at this current point, it is still unclear if the funds are going to be lost forever, who's going to get them, where they're going to go, will they be refunded to everyone who donated, is Reckless Ben going to get them so he can help Brian Mansell and help pay for the legal costs, what is actually going to happen with those funds? And I'm not entirely sure, but
if the funds get put back to the people who donated it, I think we should then be able to write a check or a money order and send it to Brian's P.O. Box, because that money is supposed to be going to Brian, not to Ben, and Brian's dad, and that is not cool, dude. Not cool.
I really hope those funds are not lost. Most cases, I think if a GoFundMe like fails for whatever reason, then the donations are paid back or refunded to everyone who made a donation. But I can also see a case happening in this lawsuit where somehow Bricks and Minifigs or the court, one or the other, they actually get to take the almost $450,000 that was raised from this GoFundMe. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to say, you know, how that could happen. I don't know. But I have heard that's a possibility in this case. So if it truly is, that is really terrifying and honestly horrible. But either way, this GoFundMe being taken down and the fact that this money could be lost forever is insane, because it means at this point, Bricks and Minifigs has allegedly stolen $650,000 total from an 80-year-old man. Yeah, not a great look. And obviously this is horrible for Brian Mansell, the Mansell family, for Reckless Ben, and for the entire movement. But at the same time, Bricks and Minifigs made a horrible choice doing this, because even if Bricks and Minifigs themselves somehow gains access to this money, I don't know how that works, but, you know, say worst case scenario, Bricks and Minifigs gets the 450K from the GoFundMe, then they still just committed business suicide, reputation suicide.
They committed suicide regardless, I think, at this point. I seriously don't think that they're going to survive this at all.
Over, because nobody's going to support Bricks and Minifigs after this. The common public opinion for the longest time revolving this situation was Bricks and Minifigs is bullying the little guy, silencing the little guy, censoring the little guy, threatening the little guy, doing anything possible to silence all opposition. So this whole David versus Goliath dynamic that's been going on here, this development certainly does not help that at all, does not help Bricks and Minifigs' reputation. So I think at this point they must just be accepting their reputation is cooked and doing anything they can to recoup costs on their end and hurt the opposition as much as possible. Because as far as public opinion goes, they've already lost, and this move is just, the audacity is insane. And I think Bricks and Minifigs, you know, I thought Bricks and Minifigs was cooked forever before this. Like, their reputation is done, but after this, it's somehow even worse. I mean, at this rate, tomorrow we're going to hear, you know, even worse things that happen, and we're going to hate Bricks and Minifigs even more. It's like every single day, the CEO, Eamon McNeff, or someone at Bricks and Minifigs does something insane, and it's just like, you didn't think you could hate them as a company even more, but somehow you do, and now I definitely do. And I just gotta say, if GoFundMe like had a choice in this and obliged and actually listened to Bricks and Minifigs trying to take down the GoFundMe, it really shows you the contrast between a company like Patreon, where the CEO of Patreon rejected the takedown request. You know, Bricks and Minifigs submitted for all the videos to be taken down from Patreon for Reckless Ben, and the CEO of Patreon said, no, we're not going to do that, and if you don't like that, you can sue us, Bricks and Minifigs. Whereas with this whole situation with the GoFundMe...
Yeah, Patreon was totally on Reckless Ben's side here. They totally told them to go take a hike. And yeah, this is not cool, man. Not cool at all.
GoFundMe, it is the sheer opposite happening. It appears that GoFundMe has completely cooperated with whatever request that they received. Now, it's not clear how much of a choice they had. I'm not going to make any assumptions there.
They may not have a choice at all.
From our perspective, it looks like one company stood up for the little guy and one company didn't. And I gotta say, if you are a company that is not standing up for the little guy in this situation, being Ben, Brian Mansell, everyone on that side of things, then you're probably just digging your own grave as far as your company's reputation goes. With that being said, let me know in the comments down below if I missed anything, your opinion on this whole situation. I'll see you all in the next video.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they may not have a choice in the matter. They may have been forced to take it down. Let's see. I'm looking here. So I had a I had one of you guys yesterday in my live feed tell me about the support that was coming, and I'm just kind of scrolling over here on the side to see what that is. If there's anything in here, I'm gonna have to actually get in and actually look for it. That's crazy, y'all. It's absolutely crazy. This story just seems to thicken and thicken and thicken and thicken and thicken. But we will have to get into the rest of this at another time. Because I believe we are pretty caught up. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so we have now seen all of it. That one, and then we saw that. So yeah, we're all caught up with Ben and what Ben has been up to. And let's see. CEO promises to. Okay, this looks interesting. How long is this thing? An hour and a half. I'm not going to do it tonight, but Bricks and Minifig CEO promises to answer all my questions. So that would be kind of interesting to look into. So I will, I guess I'll do that another time, but not tonight. I'm going to do some more research too and see what else I can find, because I have a suspicion that that there is more. A lot more, but we'll take a look at that one another time. So until then, you guys, thank you so much for hanging with me. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a lot of fun. Like I've been saying just recently, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this sort of thing. Or anything I do. I do hunts, VHS and DVD and Blu-ray hunts. I go out and about and do that kind of stuff, as well as show you my collection, movie reviews, and this kind of thing too. So if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I'm totally chill with that. As a matter of fact, it kind of helps me a little bit, because then that way I can kind of judge what you like and don't like. So feel free to do that. Of course, always leave me a comment in the comment section down below. And yeah, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. And well, bye for now.